We're going to be doing a spectating trios today. I actually need to change it to no fill. We're just going to die off rip and we're going to spectate and see what the lobbies look like. I'm going to show you my KD real quick. We're sitting at 2.28. We've got 10 wins on Verdansk so far. I know it includes all wins, like across all of Urzikstan and all that, but I didn't play Urzikstan, so all these wins are on Verdansk. So we're going to spectate trios here, and we're going to see what these lobbies look like. We've got socials up here. We are the Captain Trident on Twitch if you want to give a follow there. On TikTok, I believe we're just Captain Trident, and Kick is also just Captain Trident. We're just going to do some live commentary, see if they're making the best plays, kind of what these lobbies look like.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
We're off of voice chat now. Can't press the B button because it'll take you out while you're spectating. Good to know. Alright. I don't know if this guy knows how to play. That or he's trying to set up. He might be trying to set up a Cronus. No, he's terrible, y'all. This is wild. I can't believe this is in my lobby right now. He doesn't hear the guy on his left. Oh, he got the shots down. I'm surprised. His teammate came and backed him up. That was a good rotation there. I don't know what he's doing with his right bumper here. His shots look terrible there. He was trying to shoot from his hip. I don't know. A lot of the times if you see a Cronus Zen, they do with these weird movements and like they'll sit still and pause. Trying to set up the Cronus. Ballin' like Curry. They have the same name. Ballin' like Curry and Ballin' like Curry. He just got quick scope, point blank. They both... No. Did they both die? That'd be crazy. It's like a well-executed gulag there, but I don't know how good the opponent was. Get back, slum. You can tell by the clan tag down here that he's in the same... They're an actual trio. None of these were randoms. Because they both have BBL as a clan tag, unless that was a coincidence. Could be. Looks like the blue Ballin' like Curry died in his gulag. We can spectate the yellow one real quick. He's level 48. So, that means typically when you see a low level like that, they could be returning because Verdansk is back. They could just like never play. They could also be a cheater though. Those low levels. Because once you get to a high level, a lot of the time you get perma-banned and you won't see it. But we'll see. See what the movement looks like here. Trying to shoot through the wall. Not incredible shots. That guy should have capped the flag. He would have been better off. Not a gunfight that guy should have lost. Oh. Meanwhile, Ballin' like Curry lost. Excuse me, was get slumped. He lost. I should have been paying attention in the bottom left corner. I don't know if it'll show me where he died at. No, it won't. But I know he was kind of in this area. After I get a feel for his shots and kind of his movement, I'll give you all a rating from like 1 to 10. Moves a little slow. He does tack sprint on occasion. Probably needs to turn auto tack sprint on in settings. It's just too slow and it wears down controllers if you're playing on controller. Just kind of random scoping in, doesn't have a plan. He's standing out in the open when he does that too. Here's a chest near him. It's probably second floor up top. But we just decided to bail on that chest. We're just going to move on. There's a chest. He's probably dead here. Yep, came out right behind him. Dude must be playing with no sound. A very, very easy kill for Skippy there. So we're going to spectate Skippy here. He's playing in trios. I can't tell if they're randoms or if they're a squad. But he's got enough to buy back his teammate. I don't know if he's going to do that or if he plays selfishly. It's usually a good way to tell if they're a random is that they play selfish and they don't buy back. I'll see if I can load Max here. Okay, Max has 680. He's just got a pistol, so he must have just won a gulag. They picked up a scav, though. They're going to try and buy back, probably, and get a loadout at the same time. We'll see how this engagement here goes. Purple Car 98, not too bad of a gun. Especially if you're within probably 75 meters or so. Should be a one-shot headshot. He's got a guy underneath him. He's about to come up on his left. I don't know if he hears... Yeah, he hears him now. He's on the ladder. There he is. Now he's directly beneath him. Thought so.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
So he knows there's a guy on him, and that loadout's definitely out in the open. You can see it on the mini-map here. So he's not pushing that. He just got sniped from Firehouse Tower. Nice. You'll be paying attention. That's one of the reasons I run high alert, is because sometimes I don't move enough, especially when I'm sniping myself. So here's the guy that killed him. He's got his loadout. He's using a Cat AMR. I couldn't tell you the max range on that. That snipe was 118 meters. He marked it for us. Very generous. I think like 130 meters out, it's not a one-shot snipe. But he's got the Cat AMR going here. He's got 2 kills. He's trying to snipe the bus there. That guy must have just been sitting still. This guy's aim is very slow.
Moving.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. As long as you get good positioning, slow aim's not a huge issue, but you're not going to get as many shots off as you'd want to. It's not a bad shot. He's got to lead it a little bit and factor in bullet velocity and bullet drop. But that wasn't a bad first shot. I don't know what that guy... I didn't see the rocket on that. I'll have to watch the replay later, but I don't know how that got blown up. There might have been a C4 inside of it. Guy proning on the hood of the LTV there. It's interesting. If you're paying attention to, you can spot the trophy systems. There's definitely a trophy system on that. This guy's got someone beneath him doing a recon, and he's not. I think the recon is... I don't know if there's one second floor, but I think it's just going to be on the Bertha down there is where that recon's at. He might be waiting for his team to push down and kill. There's only 81 people left in this lobby. Like I said, though, we'll check the circle again. It's not the best circle. There you go. Perfect pinch executed by his team there. That guy was doing recon. He had full loadout. So one thing here is he just plated up. And he has 3 plates now. There were probably 2 plates on that body. I'd have to go back and look. But now he's going to high ground with 3 plates. So if he gets sniped here and he loses all his plates, he's going to be able to refill once. And that's going to be it. Ideally here, he's looking at that loadout drop. You can tell by the red smoke there. But ideally, if that guy dropped 5 plates, though, you'd drop 3 in the sniper tower, especially if you're going to sit here a while, and then you'd go down and get all 5. Then you'd essentially have an upgraded satchel. Yep. So this guy, he got the kill credit for that. Sorry, I was looking at the map at the wrong time. But 81 in the second circle is a little low. When you get down in the 70s, 60s, definitely indicative of maybe you've got a pro in the lobby or you've got a cheater. I don't know. I've seen one cheater today. I haven't played it. I was just watching streams earlier. I saw a definitive cheater. He was like a level 23, and he was just quick scoping whoever he wanted to, wherever on the map. And level 23s really just aren't doing that. But you can also tell when there's like a tree that's just completely opaque and they're just shooting through it. And they just know where people are before they come around the corner. Now, people with good headsets and good audio tunes, they can, kind of use the sound to track where you are, and they'll even pre-fire you sometimes. But a lot of the times when people are out of that sound range and they're just getting down like crazy as they peek, that's probably a cheater. So this guy's got 3 kills. That player count's dropping, though. It's 71 now. This guy's got 3 kills. He's got that hoverboard there as the melee. So cool, dude. This guy's got 0 kills. I don't know what he's doing. I didn't hear any shots. I don't know why he's proning. Maybe because he thought it'd protect him from that cluster strike, or he was doing something. Green just got a kill. Probably the teammate of that cluster strike was pushing. He's keeping an eye on that loadout down there. Here's shots like around here or so. This team plays decently tight. Green here likes to snipe quite a bit. He's got the sniper, and I believe he's got the AK going along with it here as a sniper support. The Cat AMR is not meta. I don't know why he's running it over the HDR. I might have to see if there's a good build or something people are using, but it just doesn't have that max range that the HDR, the infinite range the HDR has. Yeah. But they play decently tight. They took advantage of that fire sale there. You can get a free self-revive anytime there's a fire sale going. Blue is a little bit off on his own here. He's got sniper support from up high, though. He's not in a bad spot now. A vehicle there. If I was sniping, if I had plenty of ammo, I would have taken a shot at it. One thing to note here, you'll see that he has more than 40 sniper shots in reserve. That means he's running Scavenger as a perk. I believe it gives you up to like 64, maybe even higher, reserve ammo for your sniper. I believe it's 300 for ARs, and not shit pushes it over 200 something for SMGs. So really great to grab. You can run it with overkill too, and it's definitely not bad for regaining. If I spectate Blue here, he's running the car. I didn't see that second gun. I probably saw it earlier, but I just wasn't paying attention to what gun he was running. He's running with a tac knife, unlimited tac sprint there. That's not bad for rotating, especially when you're not expecting a gunfight or you have cover to get to in the event of a gunfight. He's heart beating constantly. Not a bad strategy. That battery lasts like 2 minutes or something crazy like that, so if you use it periodically, you won't use all of it. This guy's got a KSV SMG. I don't know if that's ground loot. No, I don't think it's ground loot. I don't think ground loot has that sight on it. Just popped a UAV. That's definitely a custom AMAX. I couldn't tell you what attachments are on it. A lot of people like this sight, though. I like using this sight, though. It doesn't have a lot of visual recoil. ADS is pretty fast and gives you a clear picture. That's the problem with airstrikes. They got no banner down there because it's out of range, and they got no map indication until it was practically on them. They kind of lucked out that they didn't just run into it and get downed. But important to note that you can do like a prediction shot if people are rotating hard or in a vehicle. So, Fong here kind of lucked out. He was not in a great starting position for that fight. Aggressive push, slide. Not bad shots there. He almost lost that. Green really tried to kill himself with his cluster strike. He's still standing in the blast zone for it. I can understand why you didn't know that guy was there, but you should have been aware that there was still another teammate in the area. He kind of lucked out there that he wasn't paying attention. So they're kind of staying near the buy here. They're going to be able to buy their teammate back, but he wins the gulag. Fong's kind of the team leader here. Blue's only got one. This is the guy that was proning earlier. I don't know if he's distracted or he's just not great at the game. He's a Master Prestige level 111, so he definitely plays the game. George and Fong are definitely the two to watch here, though, I think. Actually, Blue's only kill was in the gulag there. Yeah, so he hasn't done anything besides die. So they're splitting up cash. Real common to see that, especially if it puts him over 6,000. He's probably going to go buy a UAV or an airstrike if I had to guess. Not real great to sit still like this. I don't know if he's typing or texting or what, but better to sit in a position like that if you have to do something real quick. I don't hear anyone near them. They've got a mark by the buy up here, the other buy in Boneyard. I would imagine there's a team there. You'll notice the player count's only 38 now. Player counts will get more important later. We'll talk about that when we get to in-game. Yep. There you go. You definitely see one on radar there. They're just kind of proning it out. What's the map look like? So we're in 4th circle. It's 1:30 till it closes. This game's probably going to end on Boneyard unless there's a wild shift. So that buy station's about 90 meters away. So one-shot headshot snipe is fine with the Cat AMR at that range. Let's see who gets this kill here. He didn't see the guy behind him. And notice they were running tracker there, and so he got a nice outline, and he still didn't see him. Let's see if his teammates... well, you knew Blue wasn't going to save him. So he should have popped this self-res already. But I understand wanting to save it, but you're too late in the game for that, and you kind of got beamed. Teammates need your help. He's about to die on the right side here. That quick scope by the other guy was nice, though. What a nice shot. He knows bullet penetration works there. That was an incredible quick scope. That guy is, he's got the quick scope down. It'll be interesting to see if he's running HDR or if he's running a car. We're not going to get to see him, though, because these guys still had Gulag. Notice they're both in the Gulag here. The Gulag's about to close. They may get out for free. We'll see if they I would not full send my X there. You do get a loadout that spawns at the beginning of the 5th circle. So if they float for half a second, they can see where their loadout drops. Might be safe to land on, might not be. I would not land on my stuff there, though, because that guy kind of ripped him a new one. At this point, you have $880 between the two of you. Well, actually, they make a good point there. That is probably going to go to one of the only two buys. That's not a terrible contract to grab. I'm surprised it was there. But if it was any other contract, I probably wouldn't worry about doing it. But since it was a supply run, it was going to have to pull to one of those two buy stations. That wasn't a terrible grab. Green sacrificed himself for it. And I don't know if Fong never should have tried to land on his loadout there. He's just wasting time. Yep. So, in my opinion there, you land new loadout and risk it. One of you can stay floating if you want. One of you can test the waters. Or just hit the buy and go get your buddy back. Like, there's no reason for what he did there. These guys are playing duo trios. I don't know if that means they lost one or what. That was a nice down. That was a really good nade. Impact grenades are pretty good. Turn. This guy's got good slide canceling. He's got a dark matter AK equipped, I believe. So that means he grinded multiplayer quite a bit. Decent movement. He's making sure his guns are reloaded. Interesting to see two AKs. I don't know if that means he picked up one of these guns off the ground or not. I'm sorry, not AKs, two ARs. He's running the AMAX and the AK-47, which isn't a terrible idea. The AMAX is great at long range. A really good player would be able to hit these shots right here. You might want to practice trigger discipline like he did, though, especially as the circle's closing. But the AK-47 is the best close-range gun in the game right now. It's going to kill faster than anything, so really not a bad SMG build or sniper support build. He's got 7 kills. And here's kind of where we can get into talking about the team sizes left. This is trios. It's important to note. And there are 18 players left in 7 teams. So you can kind of divide and see what the average team size is. 17 players left. Average team size is about 2. There's probably one team of 3, if I had to guess. Yeah. Lots of deaths there. Yeah, that death count's going down. That was a really good pick there. I would have snapped the guy to the left or taken cover. I don't know if you saw the guy on his left. Important to have your FOV up. I don't know if he didn't see him because of FOV or what, but he's rotating back. He might hit the buy here and get his buddy. He really could have played that more aggressive. He heard shots. He knew the guy that he killed was getting shot at. I would have taken cover and put shots on him, especially since he was in the open. But it's a good buyback there. I would have marked some guns for this guy if I saw some, because he's probably not going to land on his X. I don't know where his X is, but
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
got decent positioning. Oh, there you go. He dropped the AK for him and some armor and some ammo. Really not a bad idea, especially since they're both ARs. It's not like he's going to be stuck with a sniper. Really good resource management there. I would buy some plates at the buy station, actually, just so you're stocked, but looks like they're rotating over to those X's. That was smart there. His teammates should be grabbing perks, almost no matter what they are, I think. If you don't have perks and there's a perk package on the ground, you want to be picking that up. Gas grenade got popped on the left, so they're keeping eyes on it. Decent strafing. Good cover there. Not the spot you want to be in. That thermite could have been real dangerous if it hit. It's a decent nade by his teammate, who tries to wallbang there on the 3rd floor. It's not really a fight I love taking personally. Not a ton of cover, and you've got a guy on high ground above you. In zone. Blast trap, he spotted it. Not a problem. They got to play rotations here because people are going to be rotating to the building and behind cover. It's not a bad little angle there. I don't think he can get the full. Oh, he did get the full. He got the down. Almost got the full. His teammate got his back. He's selfing. They may get pushed here, though. Nope. Immediately should plate up. He's got a gas mask, so this plays perfectly fine. They're going to avoid that cluster. If you're holding zone like that and you know where they're coming from, you got to hit your shots. That guy really snaps well. Gets taken out from behind. They both get taken out. There you go. And that's how that game ends. Pretty good snappy players there at the end. A couple guys that just had circle that didn't really have the aim to compete there, but lots of slide canceling, pretty snappy aim. That's pretty typical for how that game would end. That's usually the team that's going to win. Team that plays together well, slide cancels on you and gets those shots down, and has zone. I'll win you most games. Didn't really get an opportunity that game to see a lot of rotations. That game really was just centered on that left side of the map, and you could, I mean, I'm not going to say you could tell it was ending Boneyard, but definitely had the highest potential to end Boneyard. This guy in the middle is pretty high level. Actually, the two on the right are high levels. Ghost here, Envy. He could be. I mean, he just hasn't prestige, so he could have a lot of time in the game. I don't know. No way to know. Yep. But that was just a quick analysis of a trio match. If you want more of these videos in the future, just let me know, and don't forget to follow the socials. Thanks, y'all.